Well, let's try this again. Thank you, power company. Alright. Well, the first couple, I guess 10 minutes when I was like looking for something to draw for our day 15 Armadillo prompt. Also a little bit of progress because of the power flicker. Let's keep going. I guess what did I do so far? I think I resized it, I think. Alright, well, that power outage kind of, that slight power flicker kind of sapped a little bit of my energy here. I certainly don't like when that happens. Hopefully the power doesn't go out this time. I guess let's do the shell this time. What the freak? Come on, dude. I didn't tap that. Hmm. Not looking right there. Hmm. Okay, so the head is... Alright. Gotta move some stuff. Really weird. Be around here, right? Okay. Hmm. It is so difficult transitioning between...
Mouth is wide. Only slightly better. Oh, this one's gonna be rough. Are these too big? Now I'm already starting to miss drawing humans. Jeez. Alright. Whole thing's too fat. That's actually. Should have. Definitely not getting proportions correct, that's for sure. Oops.
Boy, that is difficult. Just stop resizing. Just decrease some of the height. Alright, well, let's try figuring out how to... Okay, so we have to focus on this. Okay. This needs to be forward. That's like way further down. Okay, maybe a little too far. Dude, this shape is kicking my butt. How's this? How's this? Oh my gosh, it's so far away too. Right. Okay, maybe that's a little too big. How is your eyeball so gigantic? There's no way it's this big. It's like, no. Definitely not. Definitely not the size I. Oh, that's scary. Let's not do that. I just don't get it. I really don't. Something is so off. Ugh. Yikes. At this rate, we're gonna have a problem here. Oh, wait. Oh, I see another problem. Okay. Alright, we might have to stick to something simpler. No, it's too big. The proportions are very different. Alright. Whatever it is, we're just gonna go. We're gonna start doing it. We're just gonna eyeball this. Do the yeah, no, we're just gonna. Let's just use our intuition here. Okay. Just gonna have to do. We're gonna try to. Enough. Gotta start getting this done. Otherwise, we're never gonna finish. Actually, that's just the... It's just the colors though. Kind of mixing up some lines already. Way harder than... Yep. And who said... Actually, no one said. That, these things get more basic. And like generic. Understand those comments. These things are not that easy to imagine. Proportions are just so weird. Can't. Then help. And help. I was really hoping that when I get like this part, like the shell part, things would just line up and help me shape. But no, it just makes everything harder. Huh. Oh, those help. Can't get the... Just can't get it right. My head is just not in the game today. Hmm. So what did you do today, MAKU? What did you do in your evening? Well, I spent 2 hours staring at the toes of an imaginary armadillo character. Third armadillo character. A third, not even full armadillo character. Yep. Like, oh, interesting. Didn't know you were into that kind of thing. Me neither. Yeah, that's good enough. We're gonna move on here before I lose my mind. All right. And now this is... Oh my gosh. Send help. Okay. Alright. So we kinda wanna attach these two. Similar size. Or guesstimating. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna stop looking at the reference now. If the proportions are not what I'm looking for, we're just gonna finagle some of this stuff and just use our best judgment. Stuff. It looks alright. Holy heck. Alright. No, let's just... We need to pencil out this part. And then, then we'll just refine, and then honestly, I might just draw like 2 of those and just fade it away. I don't have to draw more things. Alright, let's do this. Like, put it like right here. Next prompt, we're gonna prompt. Holy heck. Oh. Alright. More crop. Is this what it's like to be a smart camera? Like, enhance, crop in, punch in some more. All right. Okay. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. All right. All right, hold. This should be fine. Just gotta like somehow let's spend the next 30 minutes staring at the feet. And the perspective is just... Maybe we just... I think the head is like good enough. Alright, so let's finalize these lines. No. No, we're gonna color you quick and dirty, that's for sure. Son of a... Perspective. Perspective is hard. I don't understand perspective. Breathe. Eat your forehead too round. Going back. Okay, we're not going back. It's fine. It's fine. All right. I just needed a wee bit. Oh. Okay. Like, yeah. This is gonna be the last pass, cause spent so much time. I gotta try to nail this better. Oh. Hmm.
I'm having such a hard time imagining this. Right, so this is the... Okay, yeah. This line is contiguous with... You're just gonna have to be happy with your weird shaped shell, my little dude. Today is not the day, unfortunately. You're a weird... I'll show you a weird shaped shell. I mean, I guess that's actually what I'm doing right now, showing you a weird shaped shell. I had this prompt idea, but it was gonna take too long. I was gonna have an armadillo curled up, right? Curled up into a ball, because armadillos do that. Kinda like hedgehogs. I was gonna have the armadillo like kinda stuck. Like a little upset that it's curled up but upside down. And then I was gonna have a turtle trying to push the armadillo back up, like an upright position. But no, yeah, what's wrong? It was fine. The movie was great, okay? It was sufficient. I mean, it wasn't like the most profound thing, but it was a start. If I had to take a jab, like a serious jab, I feel like Raya got shortchanged by Encanto, like the investment they had. Raya got shortchanged. But dude, who can be mad at Tuk Tuk? How can you be mad at anything named Tuk Tuk? Which I just discovered when I was looking for reference for Tuk Tuk, that it's a popular you know those like maybe Indonesian or Taiwanese like cart things that transfers? I forgot what their name is. Listen, there are going to be a lot of things that disappoint you. And this is just one of them, alright? Learn from your disappointments, you know? You know? It was like, I would say it was disappointing too. The question is, why was it disappointing? You know? Tuk Tuk has like toenails and stuff. Like Tuk Tuk has like claw things. That's not happening, Chief. We're not doing that. Just doesn't look right, but okay. Just have to settle. But the question is, did Tuk Tuk disappoint? You see what I mean? Did Tuk Tuk disappoint? I don't think Tuk Tuk disappointed. Sure, the world might have disappointed, but did Tuk Tuk? Raccoony subplot in area. Yeah. That's what happens when you want to cover a whole hemisphere in representation in one go, if you know what I mean. It was just way beyond its breaches. Although I'm gonna say the same thing about Encanto as well, but at least Encanto had a, ironically, actually Encanto felt a lot smaller, and actually it worked to its favor, if you know what I mean. I actually think Encanto benefited from being a little bit less far-reaching, but it did reach. It tried reaching quite a bit, so there's too much reach. That's good enough. Oh, why did I draw you on this layer? Oh, right. Yeah, it was way lofty. I do appreciate there are some things that didn't disappoint. Like the choreography did not disappoint. The stylization didn't disappoint. So in terms of the animation front, they did well. The writing suffered quite a bit, I would say. I feel like someone gave them like a lot of material, right? It's like, hey, can you cover all this and this and this and that and this, and hey, wait, we need to do this and stuff. So then it just got a little, it's one of those things like there's so much potential, but the project lost its focus because of the extraordinary high expectations. Like I don't think, and I'm not even referring to the people who are watching it, or like from the viewer standpoint, I feel like there was a lot of things they were going for and it just couldn't fit into a format or whatever they had planned. Yeah, the public did have quite a high expectations because they really sold on what's his name? The writer. And Encanto also had a higher pedigree. So like the the people who were writing and collaborating on it had a lot more expectations expected of them. But instead, what they did was they actually kept it far less ambitious than the pedigree would suggest. And I did like that they kept it. I mean, it still felt like a rush piece in my opinion, but rush piece in the sense that you know, it could be a lot more, which is how I felt about Raya too. It could be a lot more, but budgets and stuff. We'll just give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's gonna be a follow-up. I don't really know. I do feel like they kind of somewhat shortchanged it, so let me make sure I have the production crew in mind. Because I remember there was this weird, like, releasing congestion. It felt like, it did feel like an intro to TV series. I think both of them did. I think both of them were like the first, like, the introductory episodes where you get an intro to all the characters, like the expositional part, and it only started remotely about near the last third of the movie, right? Near the last third of the movie, it felt like, oh hey, the arc is starting, and then immediately it's like, let's wrap it up. I would say so. The movie was short. We have to make note that Raya's movie runtime was exceptionally short for that type of movie. Yes, I agree. It could have been like Avatar the Airbender. It could have brought the eclectic multiculturalism of Asia, like as a whole, to like a more fantastical, like a more varied and developed setting. And it almost felt like Raya the Last Dragon is one of 3 movies, if you know what I mean. Like, if the last third just didn't happen at all, it could have just been a second movie. And the first one could be the establishing movie. The second one would be the transitional events and like the set pieces. And then third would be the wrap up, right? And we have to remember that this movie only had an hour and a half runtime, like roughly. I wouldn't even count like it's like a hour and 47 minutes technically, but I wouldn't even count like 17 of the minutes because a lot of it was like extended credits with some animation, like some stills in them. So I would say, rounding down, an hour and a half. That's a really short runtime for, even when we're not even considering the concept of the movie, right? An hour and a half is exceptionally short. Encanto kind of struggled with the same criticisms, and Encanto was just about the same length too. Like, it almost feels like Walt Disney, like the Disney Studios. So these came from Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. And I think both of them were supposed to have a further release date, like from each other. But because of this was like they're leaving COVID times, right? Most of the production of these 2 movies were during COVID. That's why I kind of lumped them together, because they're part of like the Disney initiative. And they both had, it's difficult, I know, to see sometimes, to see beyond the context, but compositionally they're very similar. The way they are set up, you know, Disney has a, if you like the Disney composition, they're very consistent. Generally you can pick out a Disney film compared to, say, like Pixar. I mean, they're both Disney, you know, Pixar technically is under Disney, but you can see compositionally they take different approaches, and within their movie it's very consistent. And honestly, I think Frozen was Frozen took advantage of a lot of things that these two lack. In terms of, I mean, I know like you're probably not that enamored by Frozen, but that's where it all started, right? The biggest, I would say the de facto, the most recent thing that made Walt Disney Motion Pictures a household name that can parallel. Yeah, but that's where it all started, you know what I mean? So if you go back as far as you can to the one that allowed the flexibility of Walt Disney's motion picture studios, it's Frozen. That's what set off, like, this studio is gonna go places. Then obviously they followed up with like things like Moana. What am I forgetting? Was Zootopia under Walt Disney Animation Studio? Or am I mixing up Zootopia with DreamWorks? I'm pretty sure Zootopia was. Yeah, Zootopia. Let me think. Hold up. There's a lot of movies. There are a lot of movies, and there come. First, it was like Frozen, Big Hero 6, Zootopia. And then they expanded. The primary group that did Frozen did Big Hero 6 and Zootopia. But during that time, Walt Disney Animation Studio, like Walt Disney, that whole thing, they expanded and had multiple groups, which splintered into the Moana stuff and like the basically like the Asian Pacific Islander stuff. So like after Moana, they started experimenting, and then Raya was a consequence, an extension of the success of going into like the Asian Pacific multicultural area. And then they splintered again, they expanded and added like Hispanic, Latina, and Spanish type of things. So all those groups are related, but they're not like the same exact groups of writers. It's just they're expanding. I don't know. Pixar has a really interesting like pipeline. What they do is they have like people who work into Pixar, and eventually some of them get an opportunity to do an animation. So Pixar does this. I've been watching. Pixar has a lot of like fun little documentaries and whatnot for a while, and Pixar revealed things like their pipeline. They tend to bring on new animators or bring on new staff, and those staff eventually work on some of the major length movies in like a more subordinate role. Eventually one or two of them, like a few of them, would express opportunities to compete for a animation short concept, and those animation short concepts, upon their success, they are given the opportunity to move on to main direction of the next movie. And I mean, it doesn't happen overnight or anything, and it's like we're talking about like 7-year, 5-year plus plans for these animators. But that Pixar tends to roll in-house people and like effectively promote them to main directors and writers. So they have like a rolling spiel of. Meanwhile, Walt Disney does a lot of like the Walt Disney Studio seems to do a lot more outside collaborations as opposed to keeping it in-house. I mean, it's Walt Disney, right? They do a lot of collaborations. They pick up as many collaborations. Disney only get well over a third of. No big deal. I know, right? Yeah, Disney is doing great for themselves. Can't criticize what works. Well, actually, you can criticize what works, but you can't, say it's not working if it actually is. I look forward to like future things. I really want to see. I just want to see them tackle some of the, I mean, it's still Disney, so they don't tend to tackle really heavy topics, but I kind of want to see like an Asian American or Asian-ish version of Up. Like, it's not the same. It's so different. I love the movie Up. It's great, but because I'm an American, like a part of me, I've been around American families and friends a lot. Up resonated with me, but the Asian, quote unquote, like the Asian-ish side of that story, that perspective is so different. But I'm not sure Pixar even has any plans to do some. I mean, they did do Turning Red, right? So they did started integrating. I'm just curious when they're gonna do like that whole getting old or afterlife theme, because they did do Coco, right? Coco, the whole idea of life after death, getting old, aging, passing on the baton, like posterity and legacy. But they didn't do one for they haven't touched upon various Asian cultures interpretation. You can loosely see some of it, kind of. Like we know that Walt Disney, like proper, is open to material like that because Spirited Away was a thing. They wanted to distribute Ghibli, like Miyazaki's stuff, and Miyazaki does do a lot of spiritualism and that type of thing. But I want to see like a West Side, like the American side produced version of it. I want to see what they envision it as. I loved Coco. Coco was fantastic. And the reason why I like Coco, I mean, I'm not Latina or Spanish or any of that. I did spend like 7 years learning Spanish on and off and like learn about its culture and stuff. And the Day of the Dead, was really, if you really get deep into it, it's a really endearing tradition. But like, for example, things that it would be interesting to see would be, how would they represent grave sweeping? Like, while Americans celebrate or commemorate or like honor, people that have the spiritual importance, at least the Asian culture that I grew up in, there's a lot of, I mean, like Mulan is the closest thing you get, right? The whole representing the spirit, like you go to your ancestors, send a prayer and stuff, but it didn't really delve anywhere. So like the concept and importance of every April-ish, because lunar and solar calendar differences and stuff, but around April, I know Mulan exists, but there is a very importance. The whole like I guess the generalization about ancestry and bringing shame to your family, that's as deep as it gets. But it's so much more than that. It's really more than that. Miss Marvel, the show, kind of touched upon it to a little extent in a different culture that happens to also be around Asia, right? Or like in the greater Asia, like when you try to group people together, and it only gets as deep as, I want to do this, why can't I be like this, like I want to be like my friends, kind of thing. But then the parentals, the ones that represent the primary culture in the household, tends to be the ones that are like, you just have to understand, like this is how things worked, like we only care about you. And then suddenly they like kind of make up, right, and say, oh yeah, we know you're different and we're different, we understand that they're different. But they never go into how that just affects all the decision making. Like it's often, I understand that maybe other Asian Americans or something may end up embracing all the values of American life, or like they end up picking one or the other. It's not like a blend. There are some shows that do that, but we're talking about Disney specifically, like Disney's initiative to do this. Other shows and other writers have done this because they have serious topics. They are live action, they involve that. But I just want to know how Disney or Pixar would approach it. And Turning Red was the same. There are deep cuts in Turning Red, absolutely, that are even gender independent. I mean, to me, when I watched that movie, it was almost entirely gender independent. Like, sure, she's a girl, but the stuff that they depicted, it wasn't just superficially about growing up in, I mean, someone who isn't in that position would not understand that it's not just about growing up in school and fitting in. There's a ton of deep cuts in there, but it doesn't ever go beyond like this. You need to reel it back. I still love Up. I think Up, I should draw a prompt with Up. It's great. Like, you know what I really wanted to know? What's his name? What's the little kid's name in Up? Think. He doesn't have a very unique name. Russell, that's it. Russell. I would love to have a spin-off of what Russell's family dynamics are like. You get a little glimpse here and there, and then like when you watch, like you get a little glimpse, right? But I'm curious, what angle did they take Russell? Because Russell's a scout. And I don't know if you know about, I don't know how you feel about it when you're growing up, Fictitious, but for me, that scout, if that kid's a scout, there's likelihood that Pixar is implying that that person is adopted. Oh, you were a scout too? Interesting. Because generally, like, if I had to say in terms of where, like, the East Coast kind of thing, extracurriculars like that, like scouts, being part of the scouts, or like that type of Americana stuff, it rarely happens. And often the scouts tend to be indicative of a more integrated parental life. Like the household is more integrated into it. Because like in my household, extracurriculars like that, I don't believe this, but you know, I was a kid. It's not like I make the decisions, and like I believe extracurriculars define, and I'm like very American about this, that placing a child in extracurriculars, giving them exposure to maybe wholesome and possibly also, you know, things that might be difficult, is early in life is great for the robustness of the child. But ultimately, extracurriculars like that are effectively a waste of time to a pragmatic traditionalist like Chinese family. So things like playing sports and stuff, if it gets you in med school, then sure, go play sports. That's pragmatic, right? But obviously at the time I was growing up, I was surrounded by people who were scouts. They went camp, you know, like they did the whole thing about skill building, community and stuff. But for me, it's unanimously the peers, the occasional rare person that I meet of Asian background that is integrating into American life, tend to view that type of thing as irrelevant or a luxury. For Russell's dad, I thought it was him using the scouts as a glorified. I don't remember, did they ever reveal Russell's parents? I feel like in the Doug Day, the short, I think Russell might have implied a parent, like they might have implied parents somewhere, like of certain details. But I would love to see what made Russell that type of character and why they chose that character. You know, Russell could have been any type of character, you know what I mean? But they distinctively chose that. I do have to admit though, Disney does have a habit of putting in token Asian characters, or what may interpret as Asian characters, because like you can't help but think of Scout, right? Like you can't help but think of Indiana Jones when you look at a implied Asian kid dressed up like a scout. Like you can't. What's his name? What does Indiana Jones short? Wait. Yeah, it's all implied. Yeah, it's hard to say because it never. Yeah. So, but that's what makes it interesting, right? In my opinion, that's what makes it interesting. Disney and Pixar and stuff, what they do is they give you just enough, and I think that's impressive. When they do animation stuff, they try not to go to a danger zone, because it's what you just said, it accounts for almost like 90% of worldwide, you know, a third, sorry, 30, I said 90%, 30% or more of depictions. So it's a tough gig. And you have to be careful not to go in too deep. Like deep cuts are great when you are not responsible for the impressions made. Hi AFK, you're talking to yourself, Dad. Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, anyways, let's just we need to color this. We need to get rolling. I have another prompt to do, so time to guess some colors. All right, color guessing. Color guessing. I don't know this color. Man. We're gonna be loose. Oh, wait. That's right. Today is today I'm gonna mess around with these oil paints. So I can be loosey-goosey today. Hold. Yeah, I can be loosey-goosey today. So let's just it's not as refined, but we want to... Honestly, this just already provides texture. It's weird. Oh. So we need to be like... Ooh, that's hard. So I think we need to at least color block with just flat first. If we don't color block, it's gonna be a mess. So let's color block first. Maybe we don't. Oh. I don't know how to get a consistent color out of this. What up? If I slow down, maybe? I'm gonna try it with... I'm gonna try it with doing it this way. See what happens. We're doing different techniques each day. Okay. Okay, I do see that the paint, the brush eventually gets a little bit saturated too. Like if you go back and forth enough, it becomes one color. But that's not the best for color blocking. I think you can, hold up. I think you can press it down a lot and then just get the one color. Let's find out. Yeah, so if I ham it, I just straight up ham the pen, you can get the color you picked. The question is, does that saturate the whole thing? I don't. You can kind of still see some of the... Okay. Reasonable control. Reasonable control. I'm looking to expand... the moment I'm looking to expand my brushes, like how I can just different looks I can do. Okay. That seems good. Okay. I want to go like pure white. Okay. Don't want to go like pure black either. You know me. Not the biggest fan of something a little bit more vibrant. Honestly, it kind of matches the same color as this. Do that. Oh, this would be in the details. We're not even color blocking this. I guess we might as well. What other big chunks are we looking at? Gotta get all the big chunks down. Huh. Can't quite. The nose is kind of. All right, we'll try this. Can't quite tell the nose, but let's go with that color. There's quite a lot of texture here, like up here, but I'm just gonna simplify it. It's actually really textured. They have a lot of like springy things there. Ooh, I feel like it's white, but it's slightly like has some somewhat like white, but somewhat like that. Yeah, that's a good color. Oh, I don't, man, I don't like it when it can smear a color from outside the boundary. Oh, that's what that did too, right up here. Oops. Okay. We're not drawing textures on that. That's not happening. You, my friend, are gonna be a plain flat basket thing with no textures. Because today is not the day for textures. Today is the day to finish some prompts. Experiment with how to get alright. Okay. Okay. All right. So, hmm. Hmm. Okay. You gotta really hand it to the way we perceive images. It's astonishing how just having a flat color like this, just flat, it's like, what? There's just no detail in here. But then, I love this part about art where once you start like varying up the image, it just works. It just ends up working. I guess you guys will know what I mean in a sec here. Oh. Oh, this thing doesn't have oh, this thing doesn't have gradient. Huh. So that thing doesn't have pen pressure. Does this thing have pen pressure? Or like, oh wait. Maybe I held it down too hard? No. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have it doesn't have a gradient effect like this one does. So like I can go back and do this. Interesting. Honestly, we're gonna actually let's test this one though. I kind of like this one too. So let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So this one also, there is some mixing, but it's like peaked out. It definitely peaks out to that color. I actually really like this pen. Maybe this is the way. We'll use this today. It's gonna be pretty choppy though. Definitely has a very pleasant mixing property when you after you lift and then try to go back. It has a very very pleasant mixing. It has like, it blends really well. So like, you can probably just go back. Yep. So you can back color really well. Some thoughts here. I'm definitely not unhappy of it. It takes some time to get used to, though. Definitely, it takes time to get. Wait, is this not the color I? Okay, yeah. Very hard to control. It's not quite as clean. Although we might have to, I might have to consider using a less dramatic step down. I was kind of hoping I could like bridge the two. Yeah, right now I'm just having a little bit of fun. Trying to get this to oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be hard. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. But what we can do right now is oh, okay, I guess one thing I like about doing it this way is you don't have to like you can be a little bit loose for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna texture the shell. It's really complicated. I do like that you can let up on the pen and you can blend them. You can do quite a lot of blending. Actually. Yeah, wow. You can get some really, really nice blending. I kind of want the edge to be, it catches the light just a little bit on the edges. I don't, it's gonna be unlikely that I'm gonna try to, try to texture the shell. Yeah, about that. Pep your face, Coffers. Go pep your face. Go pep in the shower. Probably gonna like I'm probably gonna update maybe after this month I'm gonna update all the emotes. I think we're gonna make them all pencil style. From what I learned from here, I really enjoy doing digital pencil stuff. Okay, so what? We're totally not texturing this. The heck with texturing. It's too hard. The shell of the armadillo is like super bumpy, and that's gonna take too long. Just gonna have to use your imagination. That's one smooth shell though. I think we're gonna have to add some bumps. I could do an easy pep now that I think about it. All the emote stuff is gonna be really easy now, or relatively easy. That'll be interesting. We'll see. This is kind of fun. The way this works, like the are these the same color? I guess they're the same color. I mean, time to get back to animating. It's Monday. Wait, is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. You have something due? Uh-huh. Go on. Fair enough. You better get right to it. Actually, the nose is kind of purple. Just use a red nose anyways. All right. I need to figure out how I'm going to refine this look, because it's clearly very it's very loose. If I were to want to do like a very refined colorization, and to figure out how I'm going to do it. Okay, so Hmm. Maybe I do like super highlights for the form. Like just like wicked highlights. That is a different color, maybe? Oh, I guess we still have to like add. Hmm. Not resonating. It's definitely not resonating with me at the moment. Hi. Man, this is a rough one. Yeah, like I can't. Yeah, maybe. That's so rough. Like I can't. Hmm. Hmm. Kinda okay. Yes, kinda. We still gotta do like the crazy stuff. So just keep going. Wait, what the? What? Did I not select this? Oh, okay. Wrong layer. We definitely needed to simplify. Right. Didn't quite. Not quite what I had in mind. gotta do some like massive refinements. Honestly, maybe we should. This better. Erase it like this way. Maybe. All right. Oh. Hmm. Honestly, this kind of looks like a butt. Oh. No one say anything though. No one tell anyone. I guess that kind of brings a new I guess that's why it's called butt teeth, right? But I just made that connection. Now I understand. I actually understand now. Huh. I understand what butt tooth means. Oh. Late to the party. Why did it become just so much bigger? Because of the adjacent color is what makes it so sticks out so much. Interesting. Yeah, let's just skip. We're gonna skip the rumbly things. I mean, nah, they're way too dynamic for me to do, so at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna skip those. Banka? It's fine. It's good enough. We're gonna move on to our next prompt. Oh. Actually. Good enough. Call it a day. Call it a day on this one. It's okay. I need to find a way to make really, really refined lines on using this approach. Oh, I guess also maybe like how would I oh, I know what I can do. I guess first we'll have to and we can do like, how does this work again? Take this. We and then
Hey. All right. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Armadillo. Not quite a complete armadillo, but a third armadillo. What prompt was this? 15th? Yes. The fifth day 15. Alright. Good enough. Good to enough. How long did... Wow. I'm gonna say like 3 hours. We kind of digressed it a bit. So it's okay. 15 hours, 3 hours. And then we gotta get working on our second prompt of the day. All right, day 15. Turned out pretty all right. All right, let's switch gears.